Kids can watch a video like that, or not just kids, but adults too, could watch a video like that and decide for themselves because they feel like they can relate to some of those pieces. It's like, okay, so if I'm a sociopath, I mean, I must be because these are the things that I'm going through and these are the things that I experience. There's no other way out of this because this is what I am.
Hi there. Doing well, how are you? I am that person who filmed their coffee. Hi there, my name is Joey Kidney, and you may know me as the guy that makes a big deal out of everything. My weight, my sadness, my depression, my anxiety, my love life, every little thing. If someone doesn't text me back, does that trigger my anxiety? If my parents are not paying attention to me the moment I want their attention, does that trigger my depression? Hey, Dad. Nope, you're busy too? Alright. Do I have mental health issues because I didn't do my homework? I don't even have homework and I'm stressed. I drank too much, I missed that text, I didn't do this, I did that. My mental health is always the reason. But you see, many times anxiety, depression, all mental health issues are all self-assessed and self-diagnosed or done online. Now there's a lot of tests and I quickly found one, super quickly. So I'm gonna take one of those tests and I'm gonna see if they're accurate to my own assessment. So now got the coffee and we're ready to make a little phone call. That's good. That's really based good. Off the test that I have previously taken online for self-diagnosis. I want to talk with a BetterHelp therapist and a counselor and get some professional insight on the whole matter. What are their thoughts and am I crazy? Am I depressed? Do I have anxiety? We're just going to talk to her more about the general idea of it so you guys can get a better understanding on whether or not it's a good idea to do. This should be interesting. Her name is Jesus, but I have a feeling I'm butchering it, so I apologize in advance. And shit, there she is.
Hi, is this Joey?
This is Joey.
It's Jesus.
Jesus. So I guess we should just jump right into it. I found tests online and they were like super easy to find. Like they were recommended for me for anxiety and depression. I was kind of taken back by it because if we're just looking at a computer and then our computer says, hey, you're this, are we supposed to believe it? I kind of want to address that today. That's like the big thing. I try to place myself in the viewer's perspective, and when I watch Shane Dawson, Jake Paul thing, and then him just being like, you have this, you have this, you have this, you're a sociopath or psychopath or whichever one he said, but he put both on screen, that was terrifying because I'm sure a lot of us could sit and watch that and be like, oh, I'm like 2 things out of that. What does that mean for me?
Kids can watch a video like that, or not just kids, but adults too, could watch a video like that and decide for themselves because they feel like they can relate to some of those pieces. It's like, okay, so if I'm a sociopath, I mean, I must be because these are the things that I'm going through and these are the things that I experience. There's no other way out of this because this is what I am.
Exactly.
And that's kind of
that's what scares me.
Thinking.
Considering that BetterHelp is online and it's through our phones, is that when you get a lot of people coming to you with, hey, I read this online, hey, I watched this video? Is it mainly there?
I actually get that a lot in my offline practice too, because it's the same people that are coming into the office and the same people signing up. Sometimes there's definitely overlap. I do notice in the online world, especially on these big online counseling companies that are doing a lot of advertising on social media where the audience can be very young, You get a lot of people that are signing up interested in getting help, but they really don't have any exposure or previous understanding or experience with what therapy is. So they're coming in with this expectation that this app is going to solve all their problems.
What do you think about someone taking like an online quiz and diagnosing themselves and then seeking unqualified therapy and then going out and getting prescriptions without even going to see a doctor?
The action and the idea, the process of going through and taking one of those self-assessment, self-diagnosing quizzes online, I think there's a lot of pros and cons to that. Some of those pros are for someone that has no idea what's going on with them and they're just having a bunch of symptoms and it's making it hard to function at school, at work, with their relationships, with their family, their friends, whatever it is, it could provide some insight or information. And again, the cons are when somebody takes a quiz like that and decides that this quiz is absolute truth and everything coming out of the outcomes of this quiz defines you and it becomes your identity. And then you decide that everything you read online is true. So, okay, so this quiz says that I have anxiety disorder. This blog article that I read or this journal entry by this other guy that's experiencing it said that I should go out and I should start taking this kind of herbal supplement or this kind of over-the-counter medication, or I should be doing this and this and this because these people online said to do that. That could be risky because whatever it is that you've decided to take might not actually be helpful for you.
Now, with online and YouTube and Twitter and everything being such a big thing right now, have you seen a rise of people who don't show like any signs of mental health issues but claim they do because they're looking to be diagnosed?
I think it's great to have a sense of humor about some of your struggles because that can actually help you overcome something sometimes. But I think that there is sometimes some risk involved in making light of a situation like that because it can be very serious for a lot of people. And to answer your question, I do think that there is a rise of a lot of individuals adopting symptoms because they saw it online and it really wasn't something that they were experiencing before.
I mean, that's why I'm making this, because I think this isn't what's not talked about. Mental health is very much talked about, but almost like the exploitation of mental health right now is what's not being talked about.
Right. Because like you said, it's trendy. And that's like a good thing to me in terms of getting it more into the mainstream and getting more people to talk about their mental health. But just like, the common cold, that's not really stigmatized to talk about. But on the flip side, lots of people fake the common cold to get out of this and that. That's kind of a weird place, right? Is because you don't want to accuse somebody of lying that they're depressed. But I think that's in the mind space of a lot of professionals now that it's a possibility.
If someone is hesitant about signing up for BetterHelp, what is something that you would tell them?
If you're in the mind space of even considering signing up for this, and you should just try it out. We don't have a lot of opportunities out there in our world, whether that's at school, in your job, or even with your friends, to solely just talk about and explore yourself. So if you're thinking about it, why not give it a try to see how it is? And our support team here at BetterHelp is very responsive in the event that you don't feel like this is the best match for you or it's not really something that you're looking for after you've tried it out. We're here to be a space that you could try something like this, and if you decide that it's not for you, we're here to support you with that decision too.
That is it. So I want to thank you. Thank you honestly though, thank you very much. This isn't just for the video. It means a lot to me that you said yes to doing this and opening up about it and everything.
Yeah, not a problem.
So you may have seen everybody talking about it, all the headlines. Shane Dawson made a very scary video for a lot of people watching, and a lot of misinformed people. And I'm here to tell you from my own personal experience that BetterHelp is not a scam. And how do I know that? Because I've used it. I've talked to my counselor, Joanne, for the past year. From my depression, my anxiety, to a breakup, to my own family issues, everything. A BetterHelp counselor has been. Now, previously, BetterHelp said that they weren't 100% responsible for people who provided false credentials or unlicensed therapists, which they now have updated that clause. And everyone's always asking, well, why are they using influencers? They're just paying them. The reason why they're using influencers because mental health is the most talked about thing online, right? It's only being discussed on social media because schools are too afraid to touch it and parents just ignore it. Now, while it's great that mental health is being discussed, you can also get a lot of the wrong information. So when you're watching your favorite YouTuber talk about something that they're going through or their mental health, and it just doesn't seem to sound right to you, well, now you have a source to go to, and that's BetterHelp. They're also investing in a 24-hour call center and a crisis line. I'm making this because they are an amazing company doing amazing things, and I constantly get messages asking for help. I'm not licensed, but people at BetterHelp are. And they're there to help you. They're an amazing company doing amazing things for you and me. I'm not pressuring anybody to do it, but if you're going through something right now, or you even just want to check up, go in the link down below, sign up, and let me know. I hope it helps you.
I've been there. I've been down in the dumps. I've been depressed. I am depressed. I have anxiety. I have those scary thoughts that your parents never want you to have. I've been there. I am there. But the difference is, I'm trying to understand it. I'm trying to get help. I am helping myself. And don't think you are any weaker because you reached out for help. If anything, that makes you stronger. BetterHelp is a great company. And not only are they a great company, they're a great community. I can sit here and tell you that it's all gonna be okay. But the fact of the matter is, it might not be. Get up. Get help. And I'm gonna tell you something you already know. You are the most perfect you. So work on yourself. Work for yourself. Help yourself. You are 10 times stronger if you help yourself. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay you, stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.